Don't go nowhere. Let me give you one. My lady. The sweetest yours. I wanna touch you, baby. You're my lady, and I love you, girl. Ooh. Don't you get nowhere. I love you, I need you, I want you, babe.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I am the Lady of the Throne, where God dwells within me as me, and I am here to talk to you about what's coming up for April 2024. This is going to be your spiritual guidance for all 12 zodiac signs. So subscribe to my channel so that you can see what is coming up for your sign. I'm going to be doing Aries to Pisces, and you can watch this if you are following sidereal astrology or tropical or Western astrology. Okay, it can resonate on both sides. I do strongly recommend watching sidereal astrology because it really is more accurate, since it is the original form of astrology. However, you guys can watch whatever you want and however you would like to watch it. I just want to say thank you to all of my loyal subscribers and my family community that I have created here on YouTube as well as outside of YouTube. I know that my videos get shared all the time, and I know that you guys have access to still see things, and I really appreciate you guys for taking in the spiritual guidance and messages. Also, I want to mention that at this time I'm going to be switching things up a little bit for the monthly guidance. I am now going to be getting a little bit away from talking about the cusp energy. I want to say that April is the last month that I have to talk about the cusp, since I don't think last year I spoke about the cusp in April. So I'm gonna go over that cusp energy, but I want to bring in more energy of the moon. So I'm going to be talking a little bit more about what's going on around full moons and or new moons. So Taurus, let's get into your messages. Okay, I just want to say that we're going to be talking about the cusp energy now. So this is going to be the cusp between Aries and Taurus, and with this type of cusp, this brings in the cusp of loyalty. Okay, so the sign of Aries is known for being very loyal to what they love. They're very passionate, very determined. There's a fierceness and there's leadership qualities about an Aries, as well as creativity. And then we have Taurus, Taurus is a very loyal sign, and they are very fixed. Once they make up their mind, and that's what it is. They're very practical minded, and they are always trying to manifest, money and finances and things like that. So you have these two energies coming together, and it's very powerful and strong because this puts everyone in this energy of loyalty. It's just like deciding what you are going to be loyal to and committing to that in the month of April. And that's what I'm getting here. So keep that in mind as you're going about your month. Also, we do have some new moon and full moon energies coming up. We do have a super new moon in the sign of Aries, and I believe it is on April 8th. And then we also have a full moon in the sign of Scorpio later on in the month, which I think it's around the 23rd. So you guys also have to think about that. With a super new moon, it just means that it's going to be a heightened effect, and it is in the sign of Aries, which means that all of the qualities are going to be heightened, the Aries energy. So you guys being so close to Aries, you'll take on a lot of that energy for yourself. Also, with the full moon being in Scorpio, you guys know that the full moon is a time to release things. It's a time to put an end to a lot of things in the past. So the moon is in Scorpio, so this may have a lot to do with it does have a lot to do with loyalty. It does have a lot to do with changing who or what you're loyal to, like switching it up and deciding to stand firm on something that you do believe in. This also brings in a very caring spirit. You will be much more caring about what it is that you love and whatever it is that you're passionate about. You will care a lot about this and also be sensitive to it. So it's like this energy coming through that says, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my ish, right? So you guys may be very, very sensitive about your art or what you do, or just someone in general. Okay, so let's talk about Taurus specifically. So for your sign, April brings in some type of mediation where you may actually find peace or come to a peaceful agreement with some people or with a particular person. You and someone may actually have the talk. As far as like romance is concerned, I feel like you may actually talk to someone that you've been wanting to talk to, or you may be having some type of healthy communications coming through from between you and multiple people, or just a specific person. But it is positive and it is peaceful. So you may have come to this point, Taurus, where you feel like that is needed at this time, because maybe you've been avoiding that, or maybe you have been not really feeling it, or you didn't know how to approach something, or you've been having a hard time in your communications. Not in April. I do feel like you guys are going to be changing something up, switching it up. I do get a sense that some wise counsel is going to take place in the month of April, where you're going to find yourself having really peaceful, calm, serene, very nice communications with people. Because people are getting very good cooperation from you at this time, and you're really showing up different when it comes to how you interact. So this is going to be a positive change for you, and you may feel very loved or loving toward other people. Like I said, very caring and emotional. That's coming through strongly around that Scorpio full moon. So don't be surprised if you start to feel a little bit more sensitive than normal, or things, or you're easily affected by things. I think that you are finally opening up your heart to someone, or finally opening up your mouth and saying something in the month of April. And this is going to be extremely great, very, very positive energy that surrounds this, if that is something that you'll be doing. I just see Taurians being very calm and chill in your communications, very laid back about things, just totally vibed out, not fighting your feelings at all, not trying to push down your feelings, deny them, or lie to yourself about how you feel. Going to be very open. Another energy that comes through for you guys is this energy of leisure and sports. So you could be into sports. Some of you could be, into playing sports, playing competitive sports, or just, things like tennis or soccer, or, basketball in your backyard with your kids or whatever. Things like that could be coming up, even like roller skating or belly dancing for some of you guys. But I'm getting that because the weather is getting warmer, and some of you may just want to be outdoors doing fun things sometimes. Also, you may be doing some things for leisure as well, things that make you feel good, things that keep you active, but also things that you're just doing for fun. I don't see this being anything really, nothing too serious or nothing too strenuous, but just keeping yourself healthy. So that's good when it comes to health and fitness. Also, some of you guys could be connecting with someone that you are going to be having a lot of fun with. This person could be a life path 6, or they could be born in the month of June. Or if not, then this can be someone who is just a life path 6, or their birthday's on the 6th day of a month. It could also be that this person could be, if not, then they could be someone who's born on the 5th, or someone whose life path is 5 for some of you. But I'm getting more so the 6. Like, I'm not really feeling the 5 that much. I don't even know why I mentioned it, but it could be true for somebody out there. So I'm also getting here something about the law of grace. All right, so that's something that you're going to be learning, experiencing, and things are going to be aligning in your life so that you are following that, moving forward into the future. There's going to be some type of thing that happens, or some type of change, and it could be sudden changes, or it could be changes that you're implementing yourself. But I feel like now you're going to follow some type of code or some type of law. And I think that this has a lot to do with loyalty. It has a lot to do with the people you were loyal to, or who you're choosing to be loyal to now, or what you're being loyal to and what you were loyal to in the past. So there's going to be a lesson learned around this situation involving the law of grace. And what that means is you being able to be in your divine essence and learning to always be in your divine essence and not to switch or change up. Also, you're gonna learn lessons about letting all negativity dissolve in grace. Like, meaning God is granting grace for a reason to you. It's like a lot of things you could have done wrong can be forgiven, but only if you understand certain things have consequences. And if you really get the message, and if you really have learned your lesson by the time April comes, and if you really have taken heed to what you've been shown and the lessons you've been taught up to this point, then you can understand now that some things that you've done wrong in a situation could be with a love interest, somebody you want to be with, or something that just went left or went wrong in the past. Things can change, and I think that you're going to see that, and that's why it all starts with the communication. It all starts with a healthy, positive conversation, so that things can get on the right page again with the person that you want to be with, or the person that you're interested in. Okay, so can be about love, or, and for some of you it can be in a workplace situation, or it could be in a family situation, or with your friends or something like that. But you're going to realize that, you know, the situation doesn't have to continue going the way that it's been going for the last couple of years or months, that the situation can change, and there is a lot of opportunities for you to grasp now with the person, or with the people, or with the situation you're dealing with, if you have learned the reason why it's taken this long for you to finally get this peaceful communication and connection going. And it's because you had to step into your divine energy. You had to get to this point with yourself in order for you to get positive reflections back from someone or from something. So you had to switch something up. You had to learn lessons. You had to find that peace within yourself about the situation, and not feel bogged down by what did not happen and wishing that you would have done it this way or that. Once you find that inner peace, then everything else on the outside begins to make sense, and everything starts to align the right way, and you actually get what your heart is desiring with someone or with the situation, because you have learned what it is that you need to do. So if you go through the month of April and by the end of it you feel like this, that means you've done everything right. If you don't, and you're still holding yourself back when it comes to communication, when it comes to having that talk with that person or with this, situation, is something that's going to constantly hold you back in many different areas. Because a lot of people can think that when they have a blocked heart chakra, that everything else in their life goes right. It doesn't, because the heart is like the main organ. So being that it is, it's going to affect everything else. It's going to affect you in so many different areas. And I think that you're going to realize, wow, I need to make things right with everybody I feel I need to make things right with. I don't need to just try to, keep passing up the opportunities to talk, to have that conversation. Some of you could be, have been wanting to have a conversation with someone for a long time, and you just never did it. But I think that you guys, this is your month to understand something. And I think you're going to know, okay, by the end of this month, in order for me to find peace with this situation, I have to do that. Right? Okay, so that's what I have. Thank you guys. God bless.